Okay. Apparently, bolt cutters in the place where we're at. So we're gonna go back there. It's at, yeah, see, in section C. We need to go to the tool storage. Dog. 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 I went the wrong way. Went the complete wrong way. It didn't see me there, apparently. Okay. I just need to go to section C, please. Please just let me go to section C. I'm just going to section C. It's okay. It's okay. Alright. There's gonna be another dog somewhere. Why are there so many dogs? Okay, I don't... Okay, just sprint, run! Run to the door. Okay. Okay, so in here, apparently there's a bolt cutter. So we're gonna find the bolt cutter, and then we can cut open those chains. So maybe it's behind here. No. Maybe it's in this. No. What? Oh, right there. Bolt cutter. Yes, we can cut open the chains in that place. So let's go and do that. Where's the door? What? Oh, there. Okay. So now we need to go to where we were just at, I think. Was it there? Yeah. So I think we can just sprint there and we won't die. So let's do that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Okay. Alright. Going. Yay! We got some bolt cutters. Okay, gonna get these bolt cutters out. Alrighty, and then we're gonna go away the rock. Can I drag? No. Okay. Come on. Let me. What are you doing? Can I jump in it? Alright. Just gonna break that open. And we found a creepy place. Ew. Ew, dude. That is disgusting. Look at this wiggles. That's really disgusting there. Okay, nothing ever. A 60s microscope. Huh. Save point. Yes. A cohort, a man with no name. It is he who opens this gateway to hell. A grin on his face. He is terrible indeed. He watches the men writhe and turn. Still, Father looks on, something vital in his hand. Oh, there, it's me. I'm inside that box and outside it. I can't. Why would you even give in touching that thing? Like, ooh. Ew. It's badly faded, but it looks like something. It looks like a thing that I butchered my words to say. Like, what is an annelid? Can I? No. Ew, can I take this? Ooh. Nope. Taking this knife there. I put it in there. So can I... Oh, I know what I need to do. This. Well, do I... Yeah. Yeah, can I... well... Worker at the northwestern iron mine, Greenland, is missing, presumed dead as of midnight last night. Locals fear foul play. Mining now forms the largest single industry in Greenland. At 16 years old, the northwestern iron mine is a relatively new part of the larger complex, which also includes a lead operation and is built on the site of an older mine, later converted into a military bunker and finally closed in 1952. The iron mine retains its excellent work record in spite of the recent disappearance of an as yet unnamed worker. We have discovered that the man in question was a young labourer brought in from mainland Europe, possibly Denmark, and authorities on both sides of the strait are currently attempting to contact any family he may have left behind. Fun fact, my mother's ancestors are from Denmark. Not cool. Royal too. The man disappeared 10 days ago, and the mine foreman has now exercised his power to declare him presumed dead. This decision, we are told, was not taken lightly. A full search of the mining operation was commissioned to no avail. Without the appropriate equipment or transport, the man could not have survived on the surface. Although superstition in Greenland has seen a decrease in popularity over the past years, some local inhabitants still claim that the land itself is cursed. This very paper ran a report almost 40 years ago to the day discussing high suicide figures for the area, but findings at the time were considered to be inconclusive. I really don't like this talk of scary ghosts. I can open these, so maybe there's something in here I can use to... what's this? Maybe I can put that on the door. Yeah. And then this. And then that was don't know how that would actually, I don't know if that would work actually, but yeah. Oh no. Why do you have to be so creepy? Ew. What is that? It looks like an ear, like the inside of an ear or something. These are the biomedical journals of Dr. J. Peters, PhD something, okay. Study of aim to investigate the abnormal presence of the caddis in the Greenland rock. Collection of samples. Upon arrival at the mining facility, I was immediately stunned by the sheer volume of fauna that finds a way of life down here. Despite the conditions in general, one would assume that species whose natural habitat is past a certain death would find the intrusion of human activity too great a threat to remain in place. However, almost the exact opposite seems to be the case in this instance. It is curious that certain areas of the mine appear to be entirely without life of any kind, and yet other deeper areas are teeming and where the situation permitted, I would embrace the opportunity to commit further time to the study of these organisms. However, the purpose of my stay here shall continue to be the genus Rhyacophilia. Me. Finally, some writing paper. Look at me, just using up the pages to scroll on whatever comes to my head. What is this stuff anyway? Some kind of research paper? No matter. It's paper all the same. I can finally record what's been happening down here. I suppose about a year ago. It must be near the end of 2001 now. By now. I wonder when Christmas was. No matter. Too tired to write now. We'll rest a little first. So, I'm guessing this is based on the year that it was made in, so like 2006 maybe. Samples collected. The collection process has been far easier than I anticipated. The setup of the artificial environment for the rockworm went without a hitch, and the specimens themselves are so abundant as to make keeping them out far more challenging than containing them. They are all healthy size, perhaps even beyond recorded size, and I can only assume that this is due to some lack of natural predators down here. Specimens are as follows: 3 adults in artificial habitat, 2 larval infants. Do you reckon that's them? Me. I've been down here for 2 days now. Was meaning to record events every day, but was too busy securing the area. I've used some supplies from the old mining system to wall myself in here. It seems the safest place as any, so those things should at least stay put for a little while. So much reading, God. I want to know the story though, so to that end, it seems I've had a pretty lucky stumbling here. All this old research is about something similar to what's been hunting me ever since I escaped the shelter 4 days ago. Don't get me wrong, after what they did to me back there, I'd rather be facing anything else. And after almost a year of fighting for our lives, we didn't really stand a chance anyway. I don't know how many are left inside. What am I talking about? But this is good. These notes might have some way to fight the things, the rockworms that followed me here. I don't know how they knew I was coming or how they managed to follow me in the dark, but maybe I can work that out now. I found some old newspaper clippings. I guess they're referring to this mine. To this mine, like the mine. I got confused by that. I had no idea it was so old, so big. I can see now why they built that facility here in the first place. A lot of history buried down here. It worries me though. We'd been resting all our hopes of rescue on one of the scientists who escaped right near the start of it all. He got out almost as the chaos began, so we figured he might have made it and brought it help. But maybe me and him are due to the same fate. I must record what's been going on, give the world the answers it needs so it doesn't fall to prey to what's been released down here. Oh shit. But first I need to worry about myself, find a way out of here and work out how to kill these worm things. But if you're leaving a note down here, then like the person is going to die who's come down here and read it. Observations. The creatures are indeed larger than has previously been recorded. The juveniles seem to still be growing far beyond their natural limits, although the adults have now expired. I will watch with interest to see what the lifespan of this particular subspecies. The worms appear to have 3 senses, as would be validated by previous research: taste, smell, and an extremely sensitive sense of touch, which allows them to detect vibrations in the rock in the same way that a human eye senses beams of light and processes them into spatial images. Their natural prey is insects smaller than themselves, and heaven help those insects, because the worm is a vicious and efficient killer. Well, have you seen how big that worm is? He's wrong, they have no sense of smell. Today I attempted to distract them with a concoction I found lying around, but to no avail. However, it does seem that they detect movement via vibrations, which would explain how they can see in the dark. Like, see. Damn, there's almost no way to escape them down here. I'm on their territory now. Lifespan is 3 days and counting. I can still hear them outside the wall. As a precaution, I've locked myself in the small study area, connected to the main lab room. If they get through that wall, I doubt this door will stop them. But it's not better than nothing. Barely. Professor. Conclusions. This subspecies of genus Rhyacophilia is highly adapted for its environment. If released above the surface, it seems likely that it will quickly destroy an existing rock worm population, and soon after that the population will grow to a size far outstripping its own food supplies. Given its increase in size and lifespan already due to unknown conditions, I would hypothesize that the worm, if left in such conditions for a reasonable period of time, perhaps 3,000 to 4,000 years, could grow up. That's a long time, bro. That's like the year 2400. Could grow up to a third of 3 inches, making a total of almost 1 foot long. However, should these conditions change, 1 foot. 1 foot. In 3,000 to 4,000 years. Yeah. Yep. Definitely. Definitely not like 50 years. And heaps larger. However, should these conditions change, or indeed magnify, physical evolution could occur far more rapidly. What did it say? Yeah, well, I just made fun of that without reading the last sentence, so it's kind of awkward. Just let me drink some water. I don't feel embarrassed. Can't embarrass me. It's the 5th day today, and I swear they've begun to surround my location. I can't tell whether or not they have reached the wall I built, but I'm certain they've entered whatever area surrounds this room. The future looks increasingly bleak. I intend to record here the events of the past year, in the hope that perhaps what occurred could be contained or driven away. Now, I realize I could write all I wanted. No one will ever make it down here to read it. Hey. Nothing is in vain, because I am here and I'm reading it. Reading it to the people who may watch this in the future. So, people are discovering this, even though this isn't even new. So why write this now? Good question. I have no answer. All I do know is I'd rather take my own life than die at the jaws of those hideous monsters. This guy has the logic. I have tied a noose, but it's kind of sad. Those monsters may feed on my corpse, but they won't take away my life. Depressing. depressing ending.